Yeah, Frank. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. Man, and today I'm going to talk about the big breaking news. Former Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator Frank Reich has been fired as the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. And out of nowhere, Jeff Saturday will actually be the interim coach for the Indianapolis Colts. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'll have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Man, I tell you what, it's funny because I was actually watching a little bit of the Colts Patriots game yesterday with the Eagles, playing Thursday and everything. And I'm watching this game, man, and I'm looking at Sam Ellinger out there. Shout out to Sam Ellinger, great quarterback at Texas. I remember that LSU Texas showdown back in 2019. He put Texas on his back. LSU came out on top, but he put Texas on his back. Very, very successful college quarterback. But honestly, look, I know the Patriots are a good defensive team and got probably the greatest defensive mind in NFL history in Bill Belichick. But Sam Ellinger looked like he got no business being like that, man. I get it, Matt Ryan, was leading the league in turnovers, but the Colts did win 3 games with Matt Ryan under center. And I'm looking at Sam Ellinger and I'm like, bro, he not cutting it. Like he don't look ready to be an NFL quarterback. And I'm looking at Frank on the sideline. They're showing Frank on the sideline. And I'm saying to myself, Frank looked like he want to get fired. Man, I'm like, Frank out here got Ellinger. The only way you gonna be like Ellinger the quarterback the rest of the year, me ain't playing Matt Ryan, is unless you want to get fired. Like Frank looked like he wanted to get fired. And it's so funny. I said that while I was watching the game, and lo and behold, today it happens. Look, man, obviously you could put a lot of blame on Frank Reich for what's going on, but at the same time, I put a lot of blame on the Colts general management, man. Look, they did a good job as far as, drafting a Jonathan Taylor, a Michael Pittman Jr., putting together a pretty solid offensive line, and a really respectable defense. The problem with the Colts, though, is they took the easy, they got lazy when it came to getting quarterbacks. And I think ultimately what did Frank Wright in was he wasn't able to get through the Carson Wentz because, one thing to have the situation, you have Andrew Luck and he does great, obviously. And then he abruptly retires and you stuck with Jacoby Brissett. You can't put that much on anybody because Luck's retirement was completely out of left field and unexpected. But at the same time, you go out there and you get an older Phillip Rivers, which the Colts had a decent year with Phillips, made the playoffs. But then you bring in Carson Wentz, who everybody was saying the Eagles failed them. Frank Reich was the guy that knows how to unlock Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz rookie, not rookie, but MVP caliber season was all, based off of Frank Reich's tutelage and his ability to get the best out of Carson Wentz. That was all the talk, man. And then, he goes over there and Wentz didn't start it off okay, but then at the end he completely flopped, man, to where they had a playoff berth on the line against the lowly Jaguars and get beat, and Wentz plays terrible. With the fact that Wentz also cost them a couple of other games with just bad decision making and turnovers. So I think that's what ultimately did Frank Wright in. Because let's be honest, they bring in Matt Ryan this year. We all knew Matt Ryan was done. We knew Matt Ryan could probably give you a good solid 5 games, out of 17 where he could look pretty good, and the rest he would look old and washed. He can't move. So I think Frank really was fired really after the Carson Wentz experiment, fell apart. Especially from what I understand, Frank Wright was the one, asking for Carson Wentz. So I think that's what ultimately did him in, man. Good dude, man. Really good coach. Just put in a tough situation. Just like most coaches, he needs to, if he does get another NFL head coaching job, he need to go somewhere with a young quarterback that he could develop and not somebody who's who's almost 80 years old, and not somebody whose career is obviously going on the downslide. Get him a young guy to come in to where, he could start grooming him. And as for the Indianapolis Colts organization, that's what they need to do in general. Eliga may be, honestly, it may be another way of tanking so they can get one of these top, young quarterbacks to eventually come in and try to turn the franchise around, because them trying to get these old quarterbacks just not cutting it. They're gonna have to bring in a young guy and develop him. And as far as for the Jeff Saturday situation, I mean, why not? I mean, to me, the season is pretty much already lost. The Titans gonna win the AFC South unless something catastrophic happens. So just maybe Jeff come in, get the team to play hard, and maybe you could give him the job permanently. But it's a beloved coat, and I don't find nothing wrong with it, quite honestly. The only thing that's an issue, though, is when you think about stuff like this and you think about us African Americans barely getting chances to be head coaches. Now, I know this is an interim situation, but at the same time, he's getting basically a 90-day trial where, if you look good, you got the job. But where most African American coaches are not going to get that type of opportunity. But nevertheless, the Colts, they do what they want. I understand it. They really ain't got nothing to lose by doing this. But I wish Frank Wright the best, yo. But the Colts need to go get him a young quarterback next season. And I hope the dysfunction continues when the Eagles go there in a couple of weeks. But with that being said, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles.